have 3 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
Hello, it's Robledo, and this is another video I never thought I'd be making. Right away, I do want to say, if you want to skip ahead, there will be timestamps and the timeline thing. So if you want to skip to the end, to the big moment, go ahead. Won't bother me. So it'll be down there in the description, or in the timeline. It'll be under final restart. So that out of the way. Like I said, I can't believe I'm making this video. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe I won a race in the OCRP iRacing series. I think I said a similar thing in the first video I posted about my debut, and of course my first win in Meter's B Legend series, and that was my first win ever in iRacing, in anything. And yeah, we're here again. So not gonna be too much commentary. I'll pop in here and there. I'll put stuff in the timeline about stuff that happened in my race, but I just wanted to make a video and document my night. Special night. It's been 2 days since it happened at the time of recording this voiceover, so yeah, I'm still in shock. So here's the start of the race. I really wanted to focus on saving tires and just keeping my truck clean. Don't push too hard. It's a big lesson I learned. Just save your tires. Learned a lot from Orndorff. He seems to be really well at saving tires. So there he is. We'll try to follow him and learn from him again. And I'm noticing here Carpenter's slow on the bottom. He did mention after the race he was saving his tires a lot. I didn't really know that at the start. I mean, he's one of the fastest guys in the league, so I decided to go around him, around the top. I didn't want to get run over by Nick, so yeah, I want to see tires, but I don't want to be going that slow, so some trouble up ahead with Cal Cleveland. Just trying to stay out of the way. Don't have any issues. Bristol's intense. This was probably the most intense race I've had. Just it feels like racing in a toilet bowl. And yeah, there's another incident right here at the start, 5 laps in, and I just feel like I'm just bobbing and weaving around. So we're up to 5th. We started 9th. Didn't have the best qualifying. Practice we did pretty well, but Carpenter was a little slow on the bottom, and I didn't want to get run over by Nick, so I went around the outside and get past him, and it worked out. So that was some live commentary. But yeah, kind of lost my train of thought, but here's another restart. And oh yeah, we started 9th up to 5th, so pretty good. Getting some free spots. Didn't get the best restart. Sorry about some background noises. I'm still trying to figure out some audio stuff. And, so you're gonna hear a lot of clicks from my paddles. I don't use a shifter or whatever, so just paddle shifting. You'll probably hear a lot of chair squeaking. I do have an old chair I use for this, because it's pretty stable, I guess. And yeah, so you'll hear your chair squeaking. So yeah, so just staying here with Orndorff, and Kyle's sticking his nose in, pushing. I didn't really want to let him go, but at the same time, I'm trying to be smart about it. I learned a huge lesson. I kind of mentioned it briefly in Auto Club. I did upload that video where I just tanked. I was in the top 5, keeping up with these guys. Kyle, Wes, the other Kyle, I think Leo was up there, Lance was up there. Um, these guys, are the best here, and I was keeping up with them, but I burned up my stuff and fell from 5th to like 20th in 15 laps. So, um, ooh, that was close. So, really focus this race, save tires, drive a certain way where I wouldn't burn up my stuff, but keep up good pace. Um, I was thinking smart, I guess, and setting a goal for myself that after a few laps, I need to be hitting 15.3s, 15.4s consistently. And there was a there's Orndorff there spinning in front of me. Thank goodness I did not get involved in that. Okay, oh my goodness, yeah. So close call.
Okay. This is so intense.
Yep.
Bristol's crazy.
All right, that was me from the past. So yeah, big lesson: just take care of my tires. I thought I learned the lesson, and then last week in Charlotte, the same thing. I burned up my stuff. It wasn't as bad as Auto Club, but yeah, it screwed up my race. Had to do it was a 2-3 stop. Everyone else did a 2 stop, and still got a top 10, but I could have had like 7th or 8th. But like I'm just always on the edge. I'm just outside the top 5. Can never really just break that barrier and get into the top 5. So I was actually talking to Bearder on Thursday before this race, and I was telling him like I don't understand like how these guys are so fast. Like I mentioned, Lance, Leo, Kyle, who's spinning right now, Wes, Carpenter. Like it's just crazy how fast these guys are. I don't think I'm bad. I'm not claiming I'm good either, but it's just crazy. Like I just can't stay in the top 5, and every time always happens in practice. I run a good lap time, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and qualify not as good, maybe 6th, and I think I can keep up with the top 5, and I never can. And sorry, I don't want to talk over my spotter, but yeah, I was 2/10 faster. I think that's what, if I heard that right, than the leader. So, but yeah, so I'm just taking my tires, letting these guys go ahead and burn up their stuff. And as I was saying, just telling Bearder, like, it's just crazy. I can't. I don't understand. I wish I had more time to practice, and maybe I'll break through. I'm knocking on the door of the top 5. Maybe I'll break through and do well, and then all of a sudden I win the damn race later that night. So it's just crazy. I'm just still in shock, and it's just funny looking back at that conversation I had with them, and to think I was just wondering how I can break through the top 5, and wishing I had more practice, and I win the race. So here's where I start getting hope. I saved my tires, and these 2 guys, I fell behind during my race in Charlotte and Auto Club because I wore out my tires so much. So I'm feeling really good about my race right now. At this point, 44 laps into the run, getting around the outside of Mitchell, and yeah, we're here getting to Jason Lance. And one thing I was doing, I kind of enter middle, slide up, and then I really dive down at the end of the turn. Didn't really show that there in with this battle with Lance. So, but yeah, I get by Lance pretty quickly. Mitchell was struggling to get by him. Oh, okay, I forgot. I was having a little bit of a hard time, but eventually I slide up, just like that, and get him. And we're up to third. So right now, lap 48, we're 2.3. We're 2.3 behind Wes. And that big sigh of relief, was me realizing, like, damn, like, I just got by Lance. You know, someone always pulled away from me in the races, and right there, I was 2 tenths faster than the leader. So I'm like, there's no way. So here I kind of get distracted, like, in my thoughts, and almost crashed with Guzzy.
Sorry,
Just
Guzzy.
thinking I have a shot to catch up to these guys at least, and maybe race a bit. Scary moment here with DJ, but yeah, this is where I started getting really hopeful. I don't think I could win, but you know, I could have a good showing here, and you know, get a really good result if I keep it clean. So zooming ahead, there's gonna be quite a few of these, and we're 1.8.
We're gaining
So
on the leaders.
it's been like 8 laps, and we gained like 4 tenths, half a second, at least half a second on Wes. So this thing goes green,
Oh.
we can have a good race for the
Oh.
a good race for the lead, but unfortunately a caution came out here, which sucks. Even if it went green, I mean, I would have struggled coming to the pits under green. So yep, clean stop. We come out third. Unfortunately, West took the outside, so that means we're gonna not have the best restart here behind Leo, since you know we're going based off of race. And yeah, so Nick gets ahead of us, but I feel pretty confident getting by him, since Carpenter and him were really hugging that bottom line and taking it easy down there. So yeah. So now we're up to third at the start of the run. Should we feel good? Like, if I can keep these guys behind while saving tires and still be this close to the leaders after 50 laps, I can have a better shot at getting by them. But yeah, so let's see what happens. We'll take a little break here from talking so much, because I hate my voice, and hopefully, I don't know. I don't know who would want to sit through 30 minutes of this, listening to me talk. So I'll take a little break here.
50.089 are outside. They're outside.
I'm not letting you go.
Are outside. They're outside. Are outside. 50.196. Keep low. The leader just did a 50.051. They're outside.
And I let him go. I didn't want to, but I realized right away he's gonna burn up his stuff. So I let him go. I didn't want to. Nothing against him. I just, you know, when I made that comment, I'm not letting you go. It's just like, please don't push me so hard. And yeah, so here's Orndorff. You know, I know the things are zooming fast, but Orndorff is on our bumper, and he didn't really push it. And unfortunately, he lost some spots. I don't know if anything happened, contacts, but I don't see him on my relative anymore. Yeah, we're zooming way ahead, and you can see the leaders again pulling out ahead. I keep saying this. There's always certain words that I say. I guess ahead is my word today. But yeah, the leaders are up 2.3 seconds over me, and there's a gap forming, or there's a gap already formed, the same size as the previous run. And Mitchell burned up his stuff trying to keep up with Wes and Leo, so we get by him for third. That was a close call. Uh, yeah, so back up to third. And we're 2.1 seconds behind Wes. I know lap traffic helped me gain some time on that first run, so I'm not really expecting to just fly up here and do the same thing. But I feel like if it goes green to the end, I can probably catch up. One thing I happened on that last pit stop, I didn't increase the margin for the fuel. So one thing I was doing on this run is kind of backing off and a little extra, just to make sure I save some fuel. And one thing I can't believe I was doing this well here at Bristol. Like, I barely practiced. I put 87 laps or something in practice before the race, so I'm pretty shocked I'm doing this well. I didn't expect this, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not the best racer, obviously. I don't race much. This is all I do. It's just the OCRP iRacing stuff, and then Bearders.
You're popping a lot, Bearder.
Bearders, B-Legend stuff. So, yeah. Speaking of Bearder, he's lagging a lot. He was having internet issues this race, or at least this back half of the race. So it really sucks. I wish he was there at the end of the race. So yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, that was scary.
That was scary.
Let's continue.
So yeah, I don't do much iRacing. I got back into it over the summer doing
No. Every time.
doing
Start to catch up.
doing Beaters series, and before that I took like a 3-year break because I was in college and I couldn't afford to do so much iRacing, so I just canceled my subscription. Was off for years, and yeah. And then here, so yeah, but I was gonna take 2 tires. There's only like 3 laps to go, but I'm like, nah, I gotta take 4. And messing around like that at the entrance of pit road, I wasn't as fast as I should have been coming up pit road. I still had a lot of distance to the cone, and I slowed down a lot. So that allowed Nick to get ahead of us again in the pits. So we'll be restarting 4th. So we are in 4th. About 30 laps to go. Close call there with Nick on the bottom line. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you're watching this, Nick, but it kind of scared me a little bit. So, I was so nervous at this point. My heart rate, I got a new smartwatch, and I really been enjoying just looking at the heart rate stuff, especially during these races. And how about that? Fastest lap of the race. We're in 3rd. 30 laps to go. I'm not holding back. I'm not going to save tires. I'm trying to keep up with these guys, and maybe if they race each other, I can scoop by and get the win. This is when I realized several laps into this run, I'm like, I got an actual chance of winning this race. Yeah, if things went green on the long run, I might have caught up to them, but I mean, right here, like, we got a good shot. The end of these races and this series get pretty crazy. I've been watching them for a few years, and it gets crazy. I think back to earlier in the season at Talladega, wild finish, everyone crashing at the end, and Wes saying, some things never change, and so I know what can go down, and I'm hoping these two race each other and get into something, and we can swoop on by. But yeah, zooming ahead. I'm keeping up with them, and I've pulled a gap to Nick. So I'm feeling really good.
Man, come on.
Some live commentary. Didn't talk much in this race. There were Wes hits the wall. So we get right up
Come
close
on.
to him. Can't really do it. Kind of tapped the wall there again. I haven't hit the wall this entire race. I kept my truck clean. Almost did there though. Trying to follow Wes's line and make up some time. And Wes again in the wall, and I was kind of pissed off. Not gonna lie, I was hoping he'd just get up there with Leo, and my heart sank.
No.
No, you're good. I know.
Dang it.
My heart sank when Mitchell came over with the radio and said sorry or whatever he did to whoever. And yeah, I was mentioning my heart rate. It was about 130 during that run, and usually it's like 100 for these races. I remember in the BRC B Legends, it was like 110, 20 sometimes. But with more experience, I kind of calmed down a bit on these races.
Okay, so this is my first time leading. Do I go in the restart zone or on the green lights?
Whenever you want in the Geico restart zone, basically. You also get to choose if you want to start on the high side or the low side for leader choice.
And this is when my heart rate got to 151. I'm leading the race. I can actually win. I stayed out. I didn't think Wes and Leo would pit. And with 10 laps to go, I didn't think they'd pit. And I stayed out. Like, when they dropped down, I'm like, oh, you know, if I knew they were, or if it was an obvious choice to pit, you know, in my mind, you know, obvious to me, I would have followed them right down. But you know, I didn't. I was just like,
Backstretch.
I didn't expect it. Deep sigh. Just frustrated. Another restart.
Oh my goodness. Please, just... I feel like we could have easily won that if it went green. Carpenter was holding him off. I wasn't really driving that well either. I'm so shaky. Oh my god. 151. Oh my gosh, my heart rate's 151. Oh, Wes.
Yeah, there, I was finally talking and just trying to get my thoughts out, and realizing Wes was not in the top 5. So there's about 4 of us that stayed out. So I'm hoping Leo gets held up. Unfortunately, he's up to 3rd, and so just me, Nick, and trying to hold off these. Well, Leo, you know, fastest guy out there. And this is it. Final restart. I'm gonna shut up. I've done enough talking. This is the moment.
One more lap to win. 15.705.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my
Go
god.
down, let me get that bumper.
Oh my god.
Congrats, buddy.
Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
The race is over.
Oh my god. I did it. I did it. Oh my god. I can't do it.
Congrats, dude.
Oh my god. Thanks.
And then the fleek.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. I did it. What a race. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Oh, I'm shaking. Alright. Time to go. Alright, well, that's the end of that race. One of the most intense races I've ever done. Heart rate was through the roof. I just can't believe it. Really lucky to be racing with these guys. I've had to record this part a few times now because I keep getting emotional and choking up. And I shouldn't be getting emotional over an iRacing race, but you know, like I'm not winning an NASCAR race over here, but it means a lot to me, and I'm having so much fun racing with these guys. And I don't know if it came through when I was doing the voiceover when I was lapping Bearder. Started getting choked up because he was having lag and he dropped out of the race. And you know, I'm looking at the pictures, everyone congratulating me and wishing he was there too, because we wouldn't be here without him. And yeah, just yeah. So Bearder, if you're watching this, thank you. Really appreciate you, man. It's wouldn't be here without you. It's had a lot of fun on our streams the last year and a half, whether just be watching and enjoying, or if we're doing something in the community night. And so yeah, you know, moved on up from the BRCB Legends and graduated up to the OCRP iRacing, and you know, won a race too in the BRC, which is my first win ever in iRacing. I do have that on my channel. Yeah, so pretty cool. So thanks again to Kyle to inviting me. You know, also wouldn't be here, of course, without you. Easy S when you first asked me, if you're also watching this, I don't know, but yeah, easy S. And I'm so glad I just had the chance to. I never would have thought I'd be racing with these guys, like so I'm just very lucky to just have the chance. And I won the race. You know, I mentioned earlier in the video, I was talking to Bearder, I don't know how to break through in the top 5, and you know, I wish I had more time to practice, and all of a sudden I win the race. And you know, in the post race meeting, some drivers were like, well, you know, great job, right place, right time, and you know, you did great. But I don't know, I had the pace. I had the pace to keep up with Leo and Wes, and so yeah, that was awesome. So I had the pace. It just I didn't expect them to pit at the end. They went down. I was like, whoa, okay, I guess I'm staying out. I was not ready for that. So yeah, so yeah, just still unbelievable. You know, I don't want to get too personal or emotional. I just had a rough year and a half, emotionally, personally, dealing with grief and stuff in my life. And you know, I talked to my therapist. She says, find a new hobby, find something new to enjoy again. And a year ago now, November, renewed my iRacing subscription. I had to cancel it for a few years because I was a broke college kid, and you know, can't afford to spend thousands on books and classes, and
Um, and of course, iRacing can get so damn expensive. So yeah, just awesome. I think a year ago, and I renewed, and it's led to this. So yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, it really means a lot. Um, and really appreciate anyone watching this and everyone I'm racing with. Like I said, I've been watching these guys for a few years, whether it be on the live streams, on the broadcast, or their individual stuff. Reno, Wes, Bearder, of course, Guzzy. So, yeah. So I'm back to business. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Just kidding. Just doing this for fun too. Just a little thing on the side. Editing these videos, doing voiceover. Yeah, just having fun. Would have never thought I'd be in this position, and now I'm racing a pink Benadryl truck in OCRP iRacing. So, yeah, appreciate everyone. See you guys around, wherever that may be. Bye bye.
Oh my goodness. Was that Guzzy that just exploded? There's Benadryl all over the track. I think there's Benadryl on the moon.